good stuff is all new and live. Mary has dinner covered with a noodle bowl that's bold, savory, and downright slurp-worthy. Then, Vijaya Selvaraju brings the heat with her take on Hakka-style shrimp pakora. And from neutral to vibrant, discover the patio furniture that works for you. Plus, YouTube fitness sensation Maddie Lymburner is here with quick and easy workouts you can do anytime, anywhere. The good stuff starts live right now.
We are live today. Feeling very, very good about it. Now, we have got a great show for you, and I'm kicking things off in the kitchen with my easy and super flavorful weeknight dish that is pretty much on repeat in my own personal house. We're making saucy little noodle bowls. How does that sound? Yeah. I'm very excited about this. Literally, at any time we can't decide what we're gonna have for dinner, Aaron's always like, noodle bowl? Basically, it's an excuse to eat something noodly, something super saucy with some vegetables thrown in there. So really, really great for a weeknight meal. So to get started on this recipe, we're gonna get to work on the kind of aromatics that are going into this. So I've got a pan here over about medium-ish heat, and I'm gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. You wanna use a neutral oil here. It's got a higher smoke point. It's not gonna impart too much flavor. Feeling good about that. I'm gonna let that start to heat up, and then we're gonna get to work on those aromatics. So we want this to be super duper punchy. Just because it's a weeknight doesn't mean you don't have to, or you have to skip on flavor. So the first thing we need is just some garlic, just like 6 cloves of garlic. Guys, we're going big, we're going big. It's a good thing. So I've got my 6 cloves of garlic here, and unlike usual when I typically like rasp them into the pan, I'm actually gonna just smash and chop these. I want nice big chunks of garlic. The weird thing about garlic is the more you cut it, the more punchy the flavor is. So by leaving it a little bit bigger, even though you're gonna get a bigger piece of garlic, once you cook it, it's a little bit sweeter, which is a total delight. So I'm just gonna run my knife through that garlic. If you smack it hard enough, like on the board too, it does half the chopping for you, so you're good to go, which is an absolute delight. Give that a nice little run through. Looking beautiful. I'm just gonna scrape that to the side because we're also gonna work on our ginger. Now, typically, I like to ask the audience where I keep my ginger. Do we know? Freezer, that is accurate, but not today. I'm being sneaky today. Today, I actually want my ginger to be room temperature. So I've got just a little piece of ginger here, and I'm gonna remove some of that peel. Typically, I don't remove it if I freeze it because that freezing kind of process breaks down that tough fiber. But just using a spoon or even a vegetable peeler, just kind of give it a little bit of a peel. The peel comes off super, super simply. I'm just gonna use one little thumb. It's weird that it's called thumbs, but that's what ginger's called. It's a thumb of ginger, kind of makes sense. All right, get as much of that peel off as you can because it is a little bit fibery. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna do this hack that I saw online, and I was like, whoa, I have to try this. And typically I'm not much of like a hack person in the kitchen, but this is a good one. So I want about 4 to 6 slices of this ginger. You want them to be pretty thin, not paper, but you know, doing their thing. And what we're gonna do is we've cut it against the grain. The tricky thing about ginger is it has those really long fibers in it, so it's hard to chop up. But by chopping it against the grain, we've cut those. And then just like with our garlic, we're gonna give it a good old smack. So get the side of your knife, pop it on there, and then give it a really good hard smack. Do you see that? Do you see how much that busted up that ginger? So that is it. Like, look at that. Beautifully minced up. Perfect to go. If you want, you can also just run your knife through it once and then give it a good smack. That's always fun too. This is enjoyable, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, really good thing to do if you're having a day and you're having a good time. You can also just mince it up finely. But since we are cooking down this ginger, it's gonna get a little bit soft, but we're still gonna get those nice big pops of flavor, which is a total dream. All right, this is looking great to me. So I'm gonna go into that pan with this ginger and garlic. And again, we're keeping things chunky today. So into that oil it goes. That is the sound you are looking for, that nice sizzle. I'm gonna season that with a little bit of salt just to get going. And I want that to cook down for just about 30 seconds. That's gonna pull away that really strong flavor, but you can immediately smell all the deliciousness. Does it not smell really good in here? All right. Perfect. That is looking beautiful. It's really aromatic, super fragrant. And now we're gonna add in our protein. So for mine today, I am gonna go in with a pound of ground pork. You could do ground chicken, you could even do ground beef, ground turkey, or if you're not eating meat, you could do this with a brick of extra firm tofu. Just crumble it up and pop it in there. I'm gonna go in with that pork though. Just pop it right on in. Break it up and let that start to cook down. Now, I'm not gonna season this pork at this point because that'll actually draw out some of the moisture, and we don't wanna do that. We just wanna cook it down until it's nice and golden brown. That should take about 8 minutes until it's cooked all the way through. Again, if ground chicken's on sale though, go for ground chicken. Basically, this is the what's on sale dinner, which is kind of my dream. All right, let that pork get cooked down, and while that's doing its thing, we're gonna get to work on the noodles. So I've got a pot of boiling water here, and I have got some noodles. You could do rice noodles here, you could do soba noodles. I'm using these instant little pucks, because they, again, at the grocery store, are usually like 99 cents, which is kind of my dream. So I've got a few of those, and I'm gonna pop those into my boiling water. I am gonna season that with a bit of salt though, just to get some flavor going. And these only take anywhere from like a minute to 2 minutes. They cook up really, really quickly. Give them a little bit of a stir just to start breaking them up. Absolutely beautiful. And then, through the magic of TV, the pork is cooked. Always a good thing. All right, so I've got that pork doing its thing. It is nice and golden brown. The garlic and the ginger have cooked down. Things are starting to catch on the bottom of the pan too, so that's gonna be so much flavor. Now into there, we're gonna build our sauce. So for the sauce, the first thing we are gonna need, and this is optional, so if you don't have it, don't worry, we're gonna put some fish sauce into here. Now, if you've never used fish sauce before, it's punchy. It's a little bit funky. It's very tasty, but if you're not gonna use it all the time, try to find a bottle about this size, because you can also get a bottle that's like the size of one of those water cooler jugs. You might not need that. I'm gonna go in though with about 2 tablespoons of this fish sauce, so it's funky. If you are not a fan of the flavor, again, feel free to leave it out, but this brings a lot of umami deliciousness into this dish. All right, that's looking great. Then into there for a bit of sweetness, I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of just plain old honey. That's gonna give a little bit of tackiness into this sauce and make it coat those noodles beautifully. Oh my gosh, I smell the fish sauce. We went from like ginger and garlic to fish sauce city, and I'm not mad about it. All right, now into there for that salty seasoning. Since that pork is cooked down, all those juices are locked in. So I'm gonna add my salt in now, but I'm gonna add it in the form of soy sauce. So I'm going in with about 2 to 4 tablespoons of that. As you can tell, I'm measuring very carefully. This is what a weeknight dinner looks like at my house. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, I don't know, dump it in. It's gonna be delicious. All right, now also for a little bit of heat, I have got some sambal oelek. Now, if you only have sriracha or something like that, that will work perfectly. This has a little bit more garlic in it and a little bit of like chili chunk, which I absolutely love. So I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of that right on into there. Maybe a little more. We like things spicy in the Berg household. Give that a stir, and you just want that to come up to a simmer. That is that beautiful sauce. That honey's gonna thicken up just a little bit, and you can see those little bits of chili just like catching onto that pork. That's gonna be absolutely beautiful. Let's check on our noodles, see how things are going. Perfect. They are instant, which is always a good thing. All right. So I am gonna go and give these noodles a bit of a drain. Again, even if you wanted to do this with like pasta, you could. I won't tell anybody. You do whatever you want. I'm just gonna drain those noodles. It's always exciting when we use the sink. Perfect. And I'm just gonna pop those back on into the pot. That's gonna give a little bit of that liquid is still on there, helping to build that sauce, which is a total dream. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all of this saucy pork straight onto those noodles. This is pretty much it. Other than cooking that pork, I just made dinner in absolutely no time. Add that in, give that a stir to combine. You see all that sauce just enrobing those noodles, looking absolutely beautiful. To me, I would sit down with this pot on my lap and be absolutely thrilled about dinner. But we do need to add some vegetables. So we're gonna go on over here. I've got some bowls ready to go. And I'm gonna serve up this beautiful dish. So we've got all of those wonderful noodles coated in that beautiful, rich sauce. We're gonna pop that into a bowl. get all of that beautiful pork, or again, tofu, chicken, even beef. Would be absolutely beautiful. And then for those vegetables, since everything in here is cooked, I like a little bit of fresh and bright and crunchy. So I have just got some plain little cucumber that I'm just gonna pop on the side, thinly sliced, some chopped up peanuts because I love a little bit of crunch, some fresh mint. If you can find fresh Thai basil, feel free to go for that. I find it a little bit tricky to find though, so you could always do that with some cilantro. We and our lovely food team here though, found that Thai basil, so feeling very exciting. And then a little bit of lime on the side. And if that doesn't look like a total dream, I don't know what does. I'm very excited about this dish. That looks so pretty though, so I'm just gonna dig right on into this pot. We've got a great show for you today, so stick around. We will be right back.
Tomorrow, it's all about saving you time and money. Alexis Hans helps 3 viewers get ready in a flash.
Let's just make it easy.
Then, there's an app for that. Winston C. has his finger on the pulse with these money-saving apps.
I'm gonna blow your mind here.
Plus, Andrea Bucket has 3 ways to help you speed up your summer entertaining. The good stuff is all new tomorrow.
Tips on how to transform your patio, no matter the size, is Kasia Walazik. Hey, Kasia.
Hi, Mary. How's it going? Good. How are you?
I am feeling amped about this warmer weather we're moving into.
Right. So am I.
Yeah. Right? I love spending time outside. I love a sunscreen and an outside time. That's always a good thing. Okay, so what are we chatting about today?
Oh my gosh, we are chatting about something so super fun, and that's outdoor patio furniture.
Yes.
Because, yes,
We're almost there. We're almost there.
we are so close to being there, and we want to enjoy our outdoor space because we don't get to do it all year round, right? So why not enjoy as much as possible with the summer months coming around?
I love this.
So welcome. This is gorgeous.
This is
come
full
on.
Mary Berg.
Right?
Yeah.
It is so fun. So the whole trend this summer is about embracing bolder colors, brighter colors, and it's all about that citrus vibe. So lemons and oranges, all those fun citrusy fruits, just because they're so vibrant and they're so warm, and they will really brighten up your space, whether it's big or small.
Yeah.
Let's start off with this amazing bistro set. This is the Sunso bistro set from IKEA.
Okay.
Now I have to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of galvanized bistro sets. This one, the quality on it is impeccable.
Yeah.
It's heavy, it's sturdy, it comes assembled, so all you have to do is buy it and just open it up.
That's all we want. Just
Amazing.
immediately outside eating dinner.
Right?
Yeah.
It comes in 9 different colors, so you
wow.
can go from something neutral or something bright. I would highly suggest do something bright, just because have some fun. Life is
Yes,
too short,
100%.
right? And all 3 pieces, $140.
What?
Like,
That's a good deal. That's awesome.
I am 100% getting one.
Yeah.
Now, what you want to do is I went to HomeSense and I picked up all this fun, citrusy, fruity stuff that we've added to the table and to the chairs. Let's start off with the chairs. One quick tip that I absolutely love doing is using beach towels as throws on your chairs or even on your outdoor sofa. Only because it serves double duty. You get sweaty, you can pat yourself off.
That's the key.
You get wet from the sprinkler or the kids coming in and out of the pool, you can dry yourself off. You get chilly, you can warm yourself up.
I like this.
The other thing that I really love is beach towels have very fun, vibrant patterns and colors, more so than actual throws.
Yeah.
So they'll really tie in that theme that you're introducing to the table. And this is exactly what this one does, because we can see the fun citrus fruit.
I love that.
And then we've introduced it again on the table. So some stuff that I want to point out, these beautiful hand-painted wine glasses.
Cute.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah.
So they have beautiful lemons on them. They feel so Italian.
They do, very
right?
Italian.
Like, where's the sorbet? Pour the wine.
A limoncello.
Right?
Yeah,
like something. So absolutely love these. I also grabbed these orange ones, which are so adorable.
Are those
as
not
well.
throwing everyone back to like their grandma's house?
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So fun. Now, just for a little bit of lemon, I added some faux stems as well. These will stay nice and bright all summer long. But if you're missing that lemon scent, just introduce a lemon candle.
I like that energy.
Right?
Yeah.
Light that up. Enjoy your meal. And Mary, I know you are a huge bird lover.
I love a bird.
We cannot forget our little bird friends. HomeSense
Can
came
you
out.
even deal? As soon as I walked in, I was like, where is that from? I need
Right?
that. Yeah.
Adorable. HomeSense came out with these super cute bird feeders that are different homes, so you can actually create, what did we say? A bird wall.
A bird wall.
A bird wall.
Spoiler alert to anyone coming to my house this summer, there's gonna be a bird wall.
Yeah. I'll go pick them up for you and drop them off, because we can create an entire bird wall with all different homes. Each bird can claim theirs and just hang out with you all summer long.
I love that. And I will say, I love this idea of the towels, because if you spill,
there you go.
you got a towel and it goes into the laundry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, one more thing, just with textiles too, I also love using tea towels as napkins.
Yeah.
Same concept, bright colors. They can introduce that pattern. They're larger, so you can fully cover yourself up if you're digging into, you know, that barbecue. So.
Totally. I absolutely love this. This feels very Mary Berg with all this color. But we're gonna move into a more neutral palette with a bigger patio. So what do we got going on over here?
This is amazing. So the other theme for the summer is bringing your indoors outdoor.
Okay.
And you can see with what I've created here that I've pretty much hit the nail on the head with that, in both color palette and furniture. This furniture doesn't look typical to being patio furniture. Starting with the sofa, also from IKEA, absolutely love this. You could use this inside if you wanted to. However, it's completely weatherproof, it's completely outdoor proof, it can get wet, so you can use it outdoors. I love the thin frame. Extra deep seating.
Good for cross-legged sitters like me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good for taking a nap outdoors with the birds chirping away. The other beautiful thing about this is the covers are removable, so they're machine washable.
Nice.
So if they get soiled, don't worry, wash them, dry them, put them back on.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic, I love it. Now, I've paired them with these wicker chairs, which I absolutely love because we're mixing modern with traditional. That gives you that nice balance. It brings in all this texture into the space. These are also from IKEA, and what I have to say, these aren't actual rattan. They're plastic. It's a polypropylene. So these will not fade. There's no maintenance with them. It's just, the only maintenance you have to do is curl up with a good book and enjoy them. That is it.
You're speaking my language right now. I love that. And it's like a wing-back chair. You feel like you're in a library.
Yeah, they're adorable. Absolutely love them, and I love the mix. I love mixing. Don't buy everything that's all the same and just, you know, put it on your patio. Mix around, like mix your pieces together.
I love that.
The other thing I love, you know how much I love double duty.
You do.
Double, triple, the more duty, the better.
100%.
Love this coffee table, $100 for this. What is amazing about it is the top is a galvanized tray, so you can actually move it around if you want to. The inside is full storage. All your kids' outdoor toys, patio toys can go in there. You can stick cushions in there, whatever you want, which I think works great.
Storage outside.
Storage outside is key. This is another storage unit, and this can be used, it's a closed storage unit, which is fantastic. Again, powder-coated steel, will not rust, will not change color with color fastness, but it has hidden storage. So you can put this beside your barbecue, use your cooking utensils, garden utensils, cushions, whatever you want. But I think storage, whether it's a small balcony or whether it's a larger patio, is key for outdoors.
Totally, and I love that you could use that as like a little buffet.
Yes,
if you're having
exactly.
A barbecue. Keeps the raccoons out.
There you go.
So you're good to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's chat the textiles we've got going on.
So some great features. So you can see here, I stuck with a really nice neutral color palette, green, black, sand, a little bit of an off-white, and some pops of pattern. These are from Boucle. Boucle has done something amazing. They've done all the work for you.
I like that.
They've created collections for outdoor that are all color-coded in pattern for everything. So you can get your cushion, match it with your plates.
Oh, you're gonna look like you have your life together.
Right?
Yes.
Slightly tinted glasses for outdoors as well, and it all fits together. It all works, including the runner as well. So you can simply just go in, pick whatever color works for you, whichever pattern works for you, and run with it.
And you are good to go.
And you are good to
It's like when you go into a store and you're like, I like what the mannequin's wearing, I'm just gonna get that.
Exactly, It takes, listen, we're all busy. We all have stuff on our minds, right? Why stress out over something like this?
Totally.
You could hire me, though. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say it. Call Tasha, and you are good to go.
Nice plug, nice plug.
Yeah, I love that. Now, what's going on? This is very fun and exciting.
Isn't this fun?
Yes.
What did you call this?
It looked like hair, but the lawn. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's a fun faux fur, but the same thing as what we talked about the beach towels.
Yeah.
Think outside the box. These are actual carpets.
Oh.
So these are faux fur carpets
They're so
that are
soft.
extra long, which work perfectly for these chairs just because of the longer back on these. And I've draped them over just to add in that texture, to inject that warmth, to tie in that green color into the space. Now, these are not outdoor. I wouldn't suggest leaving these outside once it starts pouring rain. But at nighttime, you can definitely drape these over your chairs, enjoy them, cozy up in them, and then bring them in as you're going in and as needed as you're going in and out.
I love that. This is so nice. Now, what if when you're going in, it's dark, you're needing something to light your way?
We've got amazing lanterns from IKEA as well. These are fantastic. They're $19.99.
Okay.
So you can definitely invest in multiples of these. They cast a beautiful light. They're super light, so you can see how light they are. So you can actually hang them. If you have a tree nearby, you can hang them off of branches.
Yeah.
Even if you have some type of like an arm or something, or like a metal bracket coming out from your balcony, you can hang them there.
Yeah.
Or put them around on your patio. They are also chargeable, so you can actually plug them into a USB, charge them up, and I believe you get 32 hours out of it. I might be lying, it might be longer.
That's okay.
I apologize, but they're fantastic, and they're really great exactly with what you said, Mary. When you're walking around, or if you have to go to the front of the house or somewhere, you can simply grab that. You don't have a flashlight around and light your path.
Or maybe you just gotta go to a commercial break. It'll light your way there. Tasha, thank you so much. Great job. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back. Our next guest is a regular here on The Good Stuff and a great buddy of mine. Everyone, please welcome the one and only Vijaya Selvaraju.
Thank you.
Vijaya, it is a really exciting day.
Yes, it is.
Do you care to tell everybody why it is such an exciting day here?
It's an exciting day for me because I've been working on something for the last 3 years and I finally get to share what it is. I've written my very first cookbook.
Yes, she is! Okay. Not only is Vijaya announcing that she's written her very first cookbook here, but she's also revealing the cover. Check it out! Oh my gosh.
Unreal.
Indian food is easy, vibrant, comforting recipes for every day of the week. Huge congratulations!
Thank you so much, Mary.
Can
Thank
you
you.
see how beautiful this is? Oh my gosh. Okay, Vijaya, first up, congratulations on the book. Second, we're going to chat some recipes from the book, but I hear there's someone very special here today.
Yes, actually, my mom's in the audience with us today.
No way! Oh my
I dedicate the book to her, so it means a lot to have her here.
Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. I understand. This is great. I love your daughter. Great job. She's the best. Okay, so let's first off cheers about this beautiful, exciting news.
So this is a drink from the book. It's a sweet lime soda, and every time I go to India, it's so hot that this is the drink that I go to cool down.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Fresh lime, simple syrup, club soda, and then you can add a pinch of salt in there.
Is that what's doing it? Oh my gosh, Vijaya, you're a wizard.
You see how it's perfect on a hot summer's day?
It really, oh my gosh, this is gonna be my new summer drink.
Yeah, and it pairs really well with the dish that we're gonna make next.
Okay, so segue, very good segue. We are getting a sneak peek from this book, but before we get into that, what can we expect from this beautiful book?
So from this book, you're gonna get 100 Indian recipes, both modern takes as well as traditional. And the whole premise of the book is to make Indian food easy because I feel like so many of us reach out for that takeout menu.
Yeah, totally.
And that's totally cool. I do that all the time too. But you know, sometimes you just want to make something fresh and delicious. Like any night of the week.
Totally.
And this book is going to help you do that.
I love that. That is so great.
Thank you.
I think because Indian food can be really intimidating, especially if you're not used to making it.
Exactly.
So you were going to walk us through and be our guide. So what are we starting with?
So we're going to be making a Hakka-style shrimp pakora.
Okay.
I chose this because Mary loves shrimp.
I love shrimp.
If you didn't know, Mary loves shrimp. And this fuses the Indo-Chinese flavors. So there's a huge Indo-Chinese population in India, and they love things spicy and fragrant. And you're gonna see how the flavors merge together in this one.
Let's do it.
So we have some shrimp here that's just been chopped up. Mary, I'm gonna ask you for a bit of help chopping up some coriander or cilantro, whatever you like to call it.
Love it. How much?
I would say about like a couple of tablespoons.
Okay, perfect.
Will do the trick.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna go in with a few seasonings because we're marinating the shrimp. So a little bit of soy sauce. We're going in with some freshly grated ginger.
Beautiful.
A little bit of freshly grated garlic, as well as some spices. So in my book, I have something called the Spice Library.
Which I love. This is like a huge, huge key.
Yes, because a lot of people, when they think about Indian cuisine, they think about all those spices. And I wanted to make sure that you got familiar with all these spices. So every single spice listed in the book is in the Spice Library along with a photo.
Yeah.
And that way you know what to look for when you go to the grocery store and each of their flavor profiles.
That's amazing, because sometimes it can get confusing with all of those spices. But we are doing a bit of a spice blend there. What's that?
Yeah, so that's garam masala, and that's the typical spice blend that's used in so many Indian dishes. And I have a recipe for that in the book as well, which is so simple. You
I'm so excited about this. Yes.
You literally chuck everything into a coffee grinder, whiz, and then you have your own homemade garam masala.
Oh, beautiful.
A little bit of cumin, which I know you love.
I do.
And then we're going in with some Thai green chilies.
Oh, going in with your fingies too. You're spicy.
Oh, listen, don't rub my eyes out. And then a little bit of lemon juice, and then a touch of salt.
Okay.
And the thing about shrimp is that it's so nice and delicate that it takes absolutely no time to marinate.
It's true.
So you're gonna give that a mix up. I have one that I did that's right under here.
Again, the magic of TV.
Television.
We're always good,
So the shrimp's really done a good job. Like, it only takes 10 minutes. Again, these are fast and easy recipes that you can make any night of the week.
Which I love. It's not a big event. It's just delicious, tasty food for your table.
And often you're using pantry staples that you already have on hand to put these things together.
Totally.
So a little bit of chickpea flour. And then that adds a little bit of nuttiness and creates the structure for the pakora, because a pakora is a fritter at the end of the day, a deep fried fritter. Some cornstarch,
beautiful,
which is going to give us that nice crunch and crunch. Yes, exactly. And then a little bit of water to bring the batter together.
Okay, perfect.
And so you're going to mix it up. Mary is really helping me out today. I feel like I'm doing nothing.
It's because I went to Vijaya's house for dinner one time, and she did I've never eaten more food in my life. It was amazing. It was the best.
Yeah, the thing about Indian meals, it's about it being bountiful.
I was going to say, it's an event. Now, a little bit of baking powder too, just for a bit of lift.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's going to give you that lift, and that's perfect. I have a little bit of oil here that's heated up to about 375 degrees.
Beautiful.
These need to be deep fried, guys.
Yes.
You just have to go there. That's the way that you get that crunch.
Also, if you're Vijaya, you deep fry when your friends come over, and they're just hanging out in the kitchen, and she's deep frying, and you get to eat fried pakoras.
Oh,
It is the best thing in the world.
It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
And you can pakora just about anything. Actually, we have an onion and jalapeno pakora in the book as well, which is delicious. And so you're just gonna drop spoonfuls in and then let it crisp up for about 4 to 5 minutes until it gets nice and golden and crispy. And these do not require any dipping sauce whatsoever, just a squeeze of lemon and you're good to go.
Okay,
yes, please.
Look at the crunch on these. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm gonna take one. Cheers to you, my friend. Now, real quick. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. We got about a minute left, and I'm so excited because we have to talk about the cover star of this beautiful book.
The cover star is a beautiful Hyderabadi-style chicken biryani. Every culture has their own version of chicken and rice, and this is ours. And I've made it for you today. Look at that, the steam.
Look at that, the layers. Oh my gosh, the smell, Vijaya.
And so you have beautifully spiced chicken, perfectly cooked basmati rice. If you have issues cooking rice or rice is not your thing, get the book because I break down rice for you and you're going to be a rice making pro.
This is why I'm buying this book for many reasons, but Vijaya is the one person in the world who can teach me how to make rice. Vijaya, this is absolutely stunning. I am so excited for you. Huge congratulations on this absolutely
Thank you so much.
Beautiful book. I cannot wait for it to come out in the fall. And we get to see more of those recipes. Do not forget to pre-order. Get that in. Vijaya, congrats again.
Thank you.
We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Maddie Lymburner, aka MadFit, recently surpassed 10 million subscribers on YouTube and is here with a quick full-body strength workout that you can do anywhere. Welcome to the show, Maddie. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very excited. I like the idea of a workout that I can do anywhere. It feels very accomplishable. Yeah. But before we get into that, 10 million subscribers on YouTube and counting. How does that feel?
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I never in a million years thought that this would be what would happen, but it's truly unfathomable.
It really is. How did you get started? Like, have you always been into fitness?
So I grew up a dancer, so movement has always been a part of my life.
Yeah.
But I...
Oh my gosh. Okay, you say dancer, but like, wow.
I don't think I could do that now, but that was when I was like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, competed at world championships, so that was obviously very much so a part of my life.
Yeah.
But then I started traveling, had no idea what I was going to do with my life, and was vlogging the whole thing, and had no money, was broke, so decided to just start working out at home.
Yeah.
And it kind of like puzzle pieces fell together. I used to teach dance, so it kind of just came as like second nature.
Yeah.
And filmed it, put it on YouTube, and one thing led to another.
And here we are at 10 million plus subscribers. That's amazing. Honestly, you're clearly a born teacher, which is a very good thing because I'm here to learn. So you're going to show me some moves for a quick full body strength workout, and we're going to start off with the upper body.
We are.
Okay, cool. So what are we doing?
So we have dumbbells today because this is strength, so we need a little bit of extra resistance.
Thank you for the smaller ones. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually a 12-minute workout that you could do anywhere.
Okay.
Your first exercise, you're gonna bring your arms up for a curl.
Okay.
And then press it up for a shoulder press.
Okay.
Back down, and then back down.
Where should my elbows be?
I was just gonna say, keep your elbows tucked. Look at you.
I know the
elbows
questions.
tucked.
Yeah.
Bring them in, press it up, down, and control down.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. The thing that's scary is when it comes down, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's where you have to control.
Really control. Okay, that's fantastic. I can do that.
Exercise 2. We're gonna hinge at the hips, bend over, nice flat back.
Okay.
Arms are gonna be directly out from your shoulders. You're gonna pull the elbows back for a back row, then hold those elbows there as you extend the lower half of your arm for those triceps.
Okay.
Bring it in and lower down.
Yeah, that one's spicy.
Yes.
Yeah. So this?
Great job. Yeah, draw those elbows back, squeeze that
Holy farts. That is a fun one, but I am like literally I'm 3 in and I'm like, and what's the rep?
Perfect.
So that was great. Okay, I'm feeling accomplished. Thank you very much. Great. So we've got those ones. Are we moving on to lower body?
We're gonna do lower body.
Okay, perfect.
So first squat is gonna target our glutes.
Okay.
So nice wide stance. Toes are pointed outwards.
Okay.
Dumbbells in the center. You're gonna come down for a squat, press those knees out, and then come up. Squeeze those glutes.
Okay.
Down and up. So each of these exercises we're actually gonna do for 45 seconds if you were to do the full workout. We don't have to do that today.
Okay.
And then you do repeat them twice, so it equals 12 minutes.
Okay, fantastic. This one's fun. I like this one. This one makes me feel good. Okay, cool. Okay. What's the next one?
Next one, we're gonna target the quads.
Okay.
So
where are those?
Right here.
Yes, yeah. These ones. Okay, the front.
You got them.
Got
Yes.
it. Okay, cool.
Okay, so feet about shoulder width apart.
Okay.
Dumbbells on either side of your body. You're gonna come down almost like you're sitting in a chair.
Okay.
So keep your back nice and flat. Down. Sit into your heels and press up through those glutes.
Oh, that's a fun one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we targeted the glutes and the quads.
Okay.
Nice job.
Thank you very much, Maddie. You're a very good teacher. Okay, now what about, I know we wanted to do some ab work too.
We're gonna target the core in our next set. So that means we're gonna come down to the ground.
Cool. Is it normal to be a little out of breath?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
good.
We're
Okay.
working out.
Okay, cool.
So come down on your back.
Okay.
You can grab one dumbbell. So we're gonna do some weighted crunches if you want.
I love this.
On your back.
Yes.
Feet flat on the floor.
Okay.
Dumbbell up.
Okay.
You're gonna think about lifting the dumbbell to the ceiling.
Okay.
Come up for a crunch.
Oh, just a crunch.
And lower. Yeah.
Oh, I could do just a crunch.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice job.
I think we're doing it.
Perfect.
I feel like this is good. I don't know if there's any camera that can see me, but we're doing it. Okay, this is great.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
All right, last exercise, super simple. We're gonna hold a plank. It's simple.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna let you hold the plank however you want.
Okay.
Whether that's on your hands or whether that's on your forearms.
Which one's harder? I'm getting competitive now.
It really depends on your strength, on your
Okay.
upper body strength.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it on my forearms.
I am too.
Okay. So make sure your shoulders are over top of your elbows.
Okay.
And then make sure your bum is down. And hold that core.
Kind of like this. Oh, I'm feeling good. Maddie. I'm feeling super athletic right now.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much. So are you. I could talk through a plank.
Yeah.
No big deal. Maddie, this is huge. Thank you so much and huge congratulations on everything. I can see why you are so successful.
Thank you so much.
Huge congratulations. We gotta take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Asian Heritage Month, and Pay Chen is here to showcase some of her favorite Asian-owned brands. Hey, Pay, how's it going?
I'm so excited for this segment.
I am too, Pay. I am so amped. Okay, what are we going to be talking about?
I have a long list of things I want to show you.
Yeah.
So let's start. I mean, it was longer, but they only gave me one segment.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start off with Roncy Packs.
Yeah.
And this is just a Toronto company that I absolutely love, family-owned. It's two daughters and their mom.
Oh.
The mom actually sews all of the bags.
Oh my gosh.
Every single one. So they work with upcycled materials, meaning that they use like upholstery dead stock, for example. So, you know, what you're looking at here could have been someone's throw pillow, part of a couch, who knows? Also like leather scraps. And I love that they have these detachable straps as well.
Yes.
So you can like mix and match, you can interchange them.
Oh.
There's like some different colors
Get a
and
little
patterns
fancy.
as well. And to highlight too, the yellow one here, when we talk about like upcycled materials, do you have any idea what this may have been in a previous life?
Can I touch it?
Yes, you can touch it.
No.
So
It's waterproof.
It is waterproof.
Okay.
So this is actually made from old rain pants.
What?
So two
First
pairs.
off, rain pants.
I know, yes. 2 pairs of old rain pants made about 10 bags.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
another thing to note when you go onto their website, Roncy Packs, is to know that some of these are obviously very limited in quantity.
Yeah.
Which is why someone like me buys one every year.
Yes, of course, of course. You need the exclusive, limited edition.
Options too. I'm like, well, waterproof, and I want a leather one.
Yeah.
Why not upholstery? Yes, sure.
You've got them all. That's amazing. And the mom sews them all. That is a busy woman. I love it.
Yeah, and it's really great one to support.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, moving on. Let's chat about these planters and pottery.
Yes, so this is a really lovely gift shop in Toronto. It's called Mika Fleur. And the two owners, they wanted to combine like their love of botanicals and nature with the countryside in Japan, which they grew up in. And I absolutely love that they carry lots of different kinds of pottery in there, but they also make their own pieces. So you'll find it's a beautiful gift shop with lots of really interesting like plants and air plants. One of their really unique pieces I found was this. This is a jellyfish planter.
Can you even?
If you look at the shape of it, isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
So you could hang this like, you know, from your window, from your ceiling, what have you. They've also got this larger one. Don't worry, it doesn't stain. But I just think like, what a unique planter.
Yeah,
right? What a unique piece to have.
And an air plant, tricky to kill.
Well, but yes, it's still possible.
It's still possible. Speaking from experience.
Yes, I mean, I've been known.
Yeah.
So I love that. Also, like we said, like they've got really wonderful pottery pieces. In front here, I've got their little incense holders. And if you look really, I know it's a little tough to see, but they're actually little cats that are painted on them.
Gosh, I am obsessed with those.
I
Those are
figured
so
you
cute.
would be.
Oh my gosh.
And I just think like, isn't this the cutest little gift to give to someone, right? Like just really thoughtful and special. And their pieces, I also love that the pottery pieces are just really classic.
Yeah.
So it's the kind of piece that if you were to buy for yourself or someone else, like they're just timeless.
Yeah.
You'll always have them. And Mary, you've mentioned that you love the size of the mugs because they're just giant.
They are huge. That is a good cup of tea, I'm not gonna lie. All right, moving on. Can we please talk about these candles?
Okay.
Because, oh my gosh.
I know. They look like you can eat them, but please don't.
Yes, no.
This is from Art Tech Goods.
I know.
Everybody's disappointed. I know you can't, but you know what? I will say that this dim sum will last you a long time.
Yeah.
And they do come packaged in the little bamboo steamers, which I think is adorable. So this is from a company called Art Tech Goods. And she does these wonderful candles with like a lot with Asian themes. And for Asian Heritage Month, she did make this special one in a Taiwanese rice cooker.
Oh my gosh, it's a rice candle.
Yes. So this is like just launching today online. So again, Art Tech Goods. And then let's take a look at the butter cookies. I know people are familiar with this tin.
Remember, and then you take this tin and then you turn it into your sewing kit?
Yeah, for your bits and bobs.
Yeah. Yes.
But like, is that not a sweet little candle?
And it smells like cookies. That is such a great gift. I love those. All right, moving on for something a little fancy. We're gonna chat jewelry.
Okay, so this is Coven by Sonia Kang. And I love her pieces because she she mixes East and West.
Yeah.
So she works with a lot of family-owned businesses as well, and she sources ethical gemstones and metals and jade as well. So a lot of her pieces incorporate jade, which is very symbolic in Asian culture, symbolizes prosperity, which we all would love.
Yes.
And her pieces will kind of mix a bit of like tradition with modern, right? So you'll see like she also works with a lot of freshwater pearls. If you just want a little touch of jade, there's also the earrings. That's something very dainty and elegant. And the mixed metal, so she upcycles things as well, or she'll use like vintage dead stock.
Yeah.
So you know, sustainability is very top of mind.
Yeah.
And a nice Canadian business to support.
That is, and I love the fact that we can get different styles no matter if you're a little more edgy with a big, thick, chunky chain. I love that. That's beautiful. All right, now, I feel like I need to, in my house, we have a rule that you can't bring a new tote in without getting rid of an old tote.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm going to have to get rid of some old totes.
You're going to have to get rid of a few totes, but you'll be happy with what you replace it with.
Yes.
So this is Freon Collective, and this is a lovely Toronto-based designer, and she does these really wonderful home goods, and she just has really fun patterns for her totes. Like this is the new farmer's market
There are
pattern.
shrimp on it, everybody. There are shrimp on it. Yeah.
It's really fun. I chose the, you know, a lot of the food-themed ones for you specifically today. But also her whole thing is about sustainability, and she really wants people to think about reusing versus disposable. So things like, something that a lot of people use are the, you know, cotton pads to remove your makeup or to apply your toner. And she's got these reusable cotton ones.
That's fantastic.
All kinds of different patterns. So these are small ways that you can, you know, minimize waste. And I just love her cosmetic bags, which come in 3 different sizes. So, you know, put your, I mean, use it as a pencil case or something if you want. What have you, for traveling or for just throwing into your gym bag. I just think they're really sweet and just such a fun, like, it's just fun to have your makeup in a bag like this.
It's true. One of those ones, it's not the freebie one, it's a cute one that you like.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a logo on it or something. You're like, I actually intentionally bought this and I want this to be my makeup bag. But really wonderful cotton products that she makes by hand.
That is fantastic. Now, what about for someone who's maybe looking for a snack? We looked at those little dim sum candles, but what if you want to actually eat something?
Well, if you actually want to eat something, you know, Kintan Ramen is a really well-known chain that's in Canada, and they're a really great Canadian success story too, because they have brought authentic Japanese ramen to the masses. So they've got over 50 locations across Canada in 5 different provinces, and they're just known for their really wonderful rich broth, authentic Japanese ramen, which I feel like people are just like, it's a great warm comfort in a bowl.
I feel like as soon as you hear the name ramen, you're like, I want some.
Yeah.
Don't you kind of want some?
I mean, I do, and I kind of wish, it's really hard to describe what it tastes like for people.
It is. So I feel like, studio audience, thanks to our friends at Kintan Ramen, you're going home with a ramen bowl, chopsticks, and a $25 gift card. Give it a try yourself. Hey, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for showing us these great brands. We got to take a break, and we'll be right back. That was so
good! Want to be on the good stuff?
Yeah! Amazing!
Whether you're ready for a brand new look,
Oh my gosh!
a refresh in your living space,
Oh my God!
need help with a special event, or want to show off your skills in the kitchen,
All right, let's go!
simply scan the QR code below and apply to be on the show.
I hope you enjoyed the show today. Be sure to subscribe at The Good Stuff CTV on YouTube for tons more stuff, including recipes, interviews, and our after show. That's our show today. For today, everybody, Andrea Bain is covering for me tomorrow. We'll see you next time for more of The Good Stuff.